Hello guys, and welcome back to another house building video. First off, I just want to say I hope you have had a very good Christmas with lots of gifts and enjoyed it with the family that you loved. So that's just what I wanted to say. Today we are building the Felix house, and this house is actually designed by my mom. So my mom has, she's made how the house should look from the outside, and the outside design and all of that. So, and then I just kind of ran with it and made this really modern house, really modern styled. And overall, I'm really happy about how it turned out, and I think it looks awesome. It's just an awesome concept of house. So yeah, we're just kind of laying the foundation of the house here, the general shape of it, and kind of choosing what railing to have, because as you can probably see, the Ateur house is just right next to it, and that house is probably gonna be filled with kids or lots of people. So in the end, I will be putting up a high fence to kind of screen the sound a little bit from that lot over there. But we're just putting in these large windows, and that was actually the number one request from my mom. She wanted very large windows and very big glass doors. So that is what she got, but she didn't actually say where she wanted the windows to go, or the general placement of the rooms. She just kind of drew where she wanted the staircases to go and the entrance and stuff like that. So I'm just putting trees on these fake columns that I have made here, and the reason that I did that is because my mom asked me if you could actually put a tree into these, and at the time that I built this, I cannot excuse me, at the time I built this, move object had just come out, but I did not realize that you could actually place trees on top of different floors. So I actually did that and put that little bush on top of it and just complemented it with some grass flooring, and I think it looks really good, and she was also really happy about it in the end. So here we're just trying to find out what kind of wallpapers and outside flooring we want, and I initially wanted it to be white and black, but the white that you can actually choose from the outside, as you could probably see, it looks so green, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and I really didn't like it. The only time that it didn't look green was when it was actually dark, but that doesn't really help me. So because you probably are gonna be watching or looking at this house a majority of when your Sims are actually awake, so in the daytime. So it shows something else a little bit, I do believe it is a stone flooring for the outside, so, and just went with this whiter brick. But yeah, we're just placing in the rooms here, and on the downstairs is gonna be a very large kitchen dining room area joined by a big living room, and then we have the little bathroom in the little room there. And on the first floor we're gonna have two rooms, a teenager's rooms and a kid room, with two bathrooms, and each floor has its own balcony or patio place that they can actually go outside and enjoy, even the teenagers room. And on the on the second floor we have the whole master bedroom with a little living room, lounge, and of course they have their own bathroom as well. So I'm just going with the general, modern design here, and just choosing a lot of modern things. These doors, they're very big, but they actually fit very, very well with the design that I've chosen, and it's this kind of very bright wooden walls and wooden floor. So yeah, and just trying to find, some tiles, flooring that actually go with the tiles that you can have for wallpaper. So um, yeah, and just putting in some more light, excuse me, putting in some more windows here, and I do believe we will be going into the kitchen now. This kitchen is also a very modern, and I have come to love these counters so much. These industrial looking counters, and um, you can't change them up if you don't like them. But the reason that I went with these is because they are probably the most modern thing in the game right now. And the industrial look and kind of the look of very raw things is actually coming back a little bit. So that's the reason that I chose those. And just putting in a little kitchen island here in the kind of middle of this V-shaped kitchen. And yeah, here is actually where I could have used moved objects, but at this time I do believe it's later in the process of building this house that I actually realized that I could use move objects, because for some reason the corner piece for these cabinets, I could not get it to fit in the corner. It's like it just didn't want to be there. So I decided to do it this way, and I actually think it looks really good. And just putting in these very kind of modern looking lights in here, and just I always hide the smoke alarm behind one of these air vents. I'm not actually sure what it's called. Air vents, things that suck the air. I don't know, but the cheat by the bug is back, and I actually used it a lot in this house to just find random clutter items that fitted the room that I tried to put them in. And I will be putting up a bunch of shelves on the wall to kind of put a lot of different stuff up there, because stuff just makes it look a bit more real. So that's why I did that. And the kind of living room, no, excuse me, the kind of dining room little space here over in the corner, but very, very close to the kitchen. And that is something I have also seen a lot these days when I look at modern houses. And of course, different colored chairs complemented with this very, very, boom colored rugs. So yeah, and just putting in some more random clutter items here, and lights. So because just clutter items and random decorations that actually your Sims cannot use, but can just be there, they actually make a huge, huge difference, and it just makes it look more real. And here is actually where I'm gonna use move objects, as you can see there, because normally you would have to have your counters moved out quite a bit from the wall to actually have these large mirrors behind them. And I think it's so great that move objects is back into the game, because it's just something as a builder that you really, really need a lot. And it's actually not until it is taken away from you that you can actually see how much you really, really miss it, because in The Sims 3 it was there from the start. But as you could probably see in the bathroom in there and in here on these shelves, I can now put so many things on these shelves. And before, where I could probably have one or two items in the corner um of a I forgot the word, of, in the corner there of the kind of counters. Now I can put like 4 or 5 things without it making it looking too weird. So yeah, and just here another move objects use here, putting these two excuse me, I'm just lost for words today. Putting these two under the huge TV very, very close together to kind of create the illusion of it being one item. So yeah, but we have moved into the living room area here, and again, very, very modern looking, and this huge red couch complemented by these two smaller black items and the huge white rug. It just looks so good in my opinion, and I love how it turned out. And the rest of the living room is going to be filled out with, bookcases and paintings and stuff that your Sims can actually use. And here I use move objects again to kind of make these two bookcases move very, very close together, because they actually do look like they should be together. So that's why I did that. Moving up here to the first floor, and we are gonna start by putting in some doors here. And the reason that I chose these doors as well is because they are also very, very modern looking, and the color of the doors actually fitted the wallpaper very, very nice. So yeah, and we are just again, as all my videos, the general design of the bathrooms actually is almost the same. I use the same things, and I have said that many, many times. When you come into people's homes to actually use their different bathrooms, if they have more than one, they actually almost always have the same design throughout all of the bathrooms, and I can see why that is. If you had two, I know it's not ideal, but if you had two kitchens, you wouldn't have them clash each other by having two different kind of looking kitchens. So, and I think these bathrooms have all the essential things that they need, and I think they look really good in the end. So I will be having a picture of that. But we have moved into the teenagers' bedroom here, and I tried to make it a little bit, gender neutral here. Maybe it is a little bit more on the boys' side of a bedroom, but you can change that if you don't like it. But just putting in some drapes here and trying to keep the modern thinking in mind. And we have moved out here to the balcony actually belonging to this room, and here was when I realized that with move objects on, you can have trees standing on balconies. And then I just put this little pot plant around it to kind of make it look a little bit more real, instead of a random tree growing out of nothing. So and then my mom came in about this time asking me if I could put a roof on it, on the the last level of the house here. And then I did, and she actually told me to remove it again, and so I did, because she didn't like it and I really didn't like it either. So that is all good. We've moved into the kids' bedroom here, and I put a lot of prize thingies on the wall there, because I imagined maybe this child have won a lot of prizes. So that's why I did that. And it was a very, very quick kids room to actually build, because just put a lot of items in there, toys and stuff like that, and boom, you have a kid's room. But we have moved up here to the master bathroom here, and it is not a very big bathroom, but it is a little bit more luxurious than the other bathrooms that the kids have. So yeah, as you can see, the very nice tub there, and I love that tub. I loved it in The Sims 3 when it came in the the stuff pack, High and Love Stuff, I do believe it is called. So yeah, and just try to keep the modern side in mind here when I build this room as well. And it's actually unbelievable how many modern things there is in this game, but also how many old things there is in this game. And the reason that I say it about the old things is because I actually just recently built a old looking house, with old stuff in it. So, but you will be watching that hopefully in the new year. So, because I'm traveling to Germany to celebrate New Year's Eve with some friends. But we've moved outside here, and this is where I actually lack the the outdoor living stuff pack from The Sims 3, because there's just not that much to put outside on balconies or patios or stuff like that. You don't actually have much, so I just decided to put these large boxes that you Sims can plant stuff in, to kind of just fill the space out. But you could put whatever you wanted out there. And I have seen others, use couches from the inside, but I just don't think that any of the couches that actually are in the game or, actually fit outside. So that's why I did that. But we moved outside here. Of course, a little pool outside here, and just putting in these very blocked hedges, and because they just look modern, but I will be changing them up a little bit to make them a little bit higher in the front here, because to kind of get this privacy level a little bit higher, and kind of match the fencing that I actually put around it, the sides of the house as well. So yeah, we're about to move to the end of the video and jump into the pictures here, as I'm just saving the game for the last time before stopping to record. But here we have it, the Felix house, in all its sprites. A very modern house, again designed by my mom, and I just want to say thank you so much, Mom, for having the patience and taking yourself the time to actually design this house for me to build. So yeah, we've moved inside here, and here you can see the kitchen / dining room area, and I think it looks so nice with all the clutter items and different decor items here. And the living room area on the the main floor. The kids' bedroom here, it was actually quite difficult to get some good shots because the rooms are so small compared to other houses that I have built. But yeah, the bathroom here, and the master bedroom with the living room area space there on, and here from the other side. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you could leave a big like, it will help me out. Subscribe and share, all that stuff, and I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye.